What's up guys, Eric from B-Side. Today we have another ShiftPower throttle response controller installation video and demonstration. But today we have a very special car. It's the Lexus GX550. It's a brand new car they just released just recently. If you want to get one, good luck. You're gonna have to wait a very long list of people and you're probably not gonna be able to get one anytime soon, but I mean, we can just watch this video and admire how cool the car is, right? But in addition to that, I want to also install this ShiftPower throttle response control on this car. Super excited to do so. Very easy. It's all plug and play, easily reversible if you decide to change your car later on. In addition to that, we get to add a lot of other functions like the immobilizer, valet mode, eco mode, and we can also fine tune the acceleration pedal to drive just like how you want it to drive. So let's stop the talking, let's get inside the car and get this installed. All right guys, so before we get started with this installation, let's go ahead and make sure the car is asleep. If you just came back from driving, you can get out of your car, take your key fob, lock it and unlock it. That should put your car to sleep. Or you can leave the driver's side door open, take the key fob, put the key fob far away from the car so that the car doesn't detect the key, and wait about 15 minutes. So once you do that, let's go inside the car. And just place your hand, just follow the acceleration pedal. You'll find a connector, okay? So this is what we're gonna disconnect. You're gonna have to press and squeeze really hard from the inside towards the center, and then push, and then we're gonna pull straight up. Don't pull at an angle. You're gonna be very tempted to pull towards the left, and if you do any of that, it's not gonna come off. You have to make sure you're pulling straight up. So I'm gonna do that now. This one has more room between the acceleration pedal to the center console, so you can actually use two hands. Use your right hand to push down the release and use your left hand to pull up. And there it is. All right, let's grab our device. So here's our kit here. This is the SP09 for this Lexus GX550. And inside here, you'll notice there's a module, there's a harness, and there's the button. You can connect the button here. It's already pre-connected. And all we have to do is daisy chain this. So this will connect back into the acceleration pedal, and this will connect to the car's harness. Here's a connector. Okay. And then push until it clips in. There you go. Grab the other side. I'm gonna go back up above the acceleration pedal and clip it in. There we go. Let's organize route and let's zip tie this. And while we're doing that, let's also find a place for the button. So let me pull back a little bit. So for this customer, he doesn't want the button showing, so we're just gonna tuck it under here, and he's only gonna use it for emergency, just in case he puts the car into lock mode, and hopefully it never happens, but if he loses his phone, it's in lock mode, he can unlock it, they can find a button behind this panel. That's what we're gonna do. But for others, let me show you some other potential areas you could mount this. You might be able to put it here, okay? You should be able to pull this panel down and pinch it right here as well. You can also bring it down, like right here. So I'm selecting all these places that has an opening next to it. And you can also put it down here too. All right, here's a good spot, right here. And just tuck this cable under and go straight down. Okay, but for this customer, he doesn't want to see it, so we're just gonna tuck it in under here, okay, right here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is clean up all the cabling here, using the zip ties, and then I'll show you how everything was secured. All right, so we finished installing it, tucking it away. I'll show you what I did. So right here, that's a connector. There's a harness right there. Tucked it into the right, and then I pushed it in behind this panel, and then behind here, and the module's like around here. I just kind of pushed it in there. It's pretty secure, and the button's around here. And all the extra wiring, you could just secure it, push it under here, and say the customer wants to get a hold of the button. So do is stick his hand back here, and there it is, okay? So you could just push it back up, just like that. All right guys, now that we installed it, let me show you how it works and how to set up the app. So just for the sake of this install, I pull the switch out here, and after we're done, I'm just gonna tuck it back in because the customer doesn't want to see it. And we also want to go to our phone, and on the phone, go to the App Store, and you're going to search for ShiftPower, And ShiftPower FavTech, go ahead, we already downloaded it. So we're gonna open it. All right, and let's turn on the car. Okay, when you turn the car first, just make sure there's no check engine light or anything. If there is, then you can actually turn the car on and off 5 times to clear it. And if you do have the check engine light, that's because the car wasn't fully asleep when you installed the unit, so that's the reason why. But just cycling your car on and off 5 times will clear out the code, if you're wondering. All right, so here is the app and how to get this set up. Press the car icon and then press here, okay? And it's gonna ask you for a password. The password is written 2 different places. First place is the instructions manual, and also it's on the module that we tucked away. All right, and go ahead and select your car, Lexus. So the car is kind of new, so it's not here yet. You could just select any car for now. And later on, when you get an update, you could check again, and you can make that adjustment. So you could confirm that it's connected. So every time you push a button, it will jump around to different modes. And say that you want something in between, you could take your finger, could drag it, and change it in 1% increments. You could change the settings while you're driving in real time, so you'll know the difference while you're driving. You can also push these cars down here just to jump around different modes as well. And this is the lock feature. So this is the immobilizer. Turn it on, and I press the accelerator, nothing happens. This shows you how much of the acceleration pedal I'm pushing, and nothing is happening. Okay, and then there's also valet mode. If you put in valet mode, you're restricting the amount of acceleration to give to the valet driver. And off is just back to your factory mode. Eco mode is if you're gonna try to save some gas. And on this, you'll find that there's 3 different acceleration curves under most settings. The default's gonna be linear. Linear will get to your wide open throttle faster. Exponential will take the longest to wide open throttle. So if you feel like the acceleration pedal is too touchy, you can change it from linear to exponential. Dynamic is something between linear and exponential. And there's a lot of other cool features about this. You could take a look at. You can change your illumination on your button. You can change the setting where once you approach your car, the car will unlock automatically. So basically the immobilizer system will turn off automatically. And same for the valet as well. All right, and if you want to change the skin, you could change the theme to the old one like this too. Okay. The biggest reason people will buy this is to get rid of the low-end throttle lag. So with a lot of these drive-by-wire vehicles, the computer is dictating how much the throttle body opens, and a lot of times you could feel a little bit laggy, a little bit slow. So this takes care of that by giving more throttle response, especially on the lower end. So these heavy trucks usually have that problem where right off the line it could feel a bit laggy, kind of sluggish. So this is where this comes very, very useful. And for most of the customers out there, they'll be using it in dynamic mode, about 25%. That seems to be the hot spot for just everyday driving. If you're gonna drag race somebody at the track, all that, then you could put something more aggressive like the race, but dynamic will suit most of the customers out there. All right guys, well that concludes our installation and demonstration video of the ShiftPower SP09 throttle response controller. If you're ready to purchase it today, you can do so by visiting us at beatsonicusa.com, and it's in stock and we'll be able to ship it out to you right away. In addition to that, the same product is compatible with the newer Toyota Tacomas, the Tundras, the Land Cruisers, and also the 4Runner that's coming out, and also the Sequoia. So the same part number will cover many, many vehicles, just in case you decide you want to change between those cars as well. And if you have any questions, like always, leave a comment below. We answer all of them. And you can also email us at info@beatsonicusa.com. And if you haven't yet, help our channel by subscribing and also giving us a big like on this video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next video.